Well, hello, my friends. Good afternoon. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another live CGC unboxing. Today, we're going to do another 3 boxes. That'll be the total of 6 that we did in the last few days. Guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser. I'm also an authorized CGC dealer located way up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And this, like I said, is a CGC unboxing. Every once in a while, books come back from CGC. And when they do, I do kind of a virtual show and tell. And again, these are not my comic books. These are comic books that I have worked on here in my shop in Oshawa. And once the books are done, we send them down. Most of the books are going down to CGC. Most people want their books graded. And then I pretty much just show them as they come back. My clients have come to really enjoy that. So if you're into comic books, you like looking at comic book art, kind of checking out what's hot in the world of comic books, you're in the right place. I sure hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. And guess what? I'm almost at the 2,000 subscriber mark. And when I get there, I'm going to be giving out some awesome prizes. Check out, I did a whole video on the prizes that I'll be giving out. So just check that out under my playlist under 2,000 subscriber giveaways. And you know what? There's going to be some more goodies too. That is for sure. Okay, guys, and there's a few of you already here. I'll get over to the chat room in between as we go along. So if you want to ask me questions, guys, also about comic book collecting, about CGC, about grading or pressing or cleaning or any of that great stuff, you can ask in the chat section when I get there. But the only trick is, the only catch is you have to be a subscriber of the channel. It doesn't cost a darn thing to do so. Hit the subscribe button and join us in the chat when we get there. Okay, let's see what we got. First off, it's a order. Got a full 11 books for this young fellow, and this is a batch of modern books. And the first one we have is a G.I. Joe #1 in a 9.6. We have a Canadian price variant, 7.0 Marvel Secret Wars in a 7.0. Now, guys, oh my God, that's low grade. This book does have a lot of water staining on the back. So to give you an idea, I mean, it's got water staining all the way along the back edge and down the bottom. Quite a bit water stain. The book came back at 7. It still has white pages, and it's a Canadian price variant, which is pretty cool. All right. Next, we have an Amazing Spider-Man 252, another Canadian price variant. I am just checking for cracks in the slab, and that's a 9.2. Nice grade. This one here is also a Canadian price variant. It is an 8.0, and this one's also the first appearance of Kilowog. We saw this on the thumbnail that I had out there. Is my oh no, it's okay. No, it looks like I'm looking at the live feed and it looks like it's kind of blurry, but it's not. It's just the I don't think it is anyway. All right, next we have another order here, a Saga #1, actually the other one there in a 9.4. Okay, they toss all the invoices in the first 3. We also have, I love this comic, a 9.6 beauty copy of Defenders, Giant Size Defenders #3, first appearance of Korvac. I absolutely think I'm running out of room there. I love this cover. I love that book. One of my first comics that I ever had in a 9.6. Not bad. All right, let's go over to the chat room as I put these. Actually, I'm going to pull all these invoices out to make life easier for my daughter. She's going to go through all these and arrange them. And I'll have a lot of books to give back to people this week. So I'm planning, if you haven't received books from me via the mail in the last few weeks, I'm planning on doing a mailing this week for books that are on hand here. I've got about 3 or 4 completed orders where the owners have asked me to ship them back, and I'll be doing that this week. And I've also got to do, a lot of people are going to pick up the books at the shop on Saturday. I'll text you all when your orders are complete. Okay, let's put these back and go to the chat window. So you guys are talking. Let's see who's in the house today on this wintry day here. We got lots of snow here. Mike Stewart says, hey, Mike, how's it going? Glad to hear your dad is doing better. He is doing better. He is not out of the woods yet, but he is a lot better than he was a week ago. That is for sure. Thank you, Mike. I certainly appreciate your sentiments. Henry's here. Good afternoon from Montreal. Are you getting snow out there? We sure are. James, how you doing? Sorry, James, I haven't organized anything in the last few days, so I haven't had an opportunity to get to your book yet. But I have a feeling it's yours because I don't think I sent any more of that particular book in. But I'll take a closer look and see what's going on. Jason Todd is here. Have my eye on a 9.2 Black Panther 7. Was wondering if it's worth cracking and pressing. Well, Jason, it really just does depend, doesn't it? Without seeing the book, it's really a hard one. Like today, I cracked out 4 books. Out of the 4, I'm pretty confident 3 are going to bump. 1 might actually go down. After I took it out and had a closer look at it, it's one I probably would not have done, but the owner wanted done, so we're gonna roll the dice on that and see what happens. Hope at the very least it comes back the same grade. Hopefully it goes up, but you never know. There's no guarantees. But honestly, without seeing the book, my friend, it's pretty much. I'm missing a bag here. There it is. It's pretty much hard for me to say. Send me some pictures. Maybe I can tell you. John, how you doing, John? Good to see you. Marty's here. Hi on a snowy Sunday afternoon. You got that right. It's still coming down out there. The snow is still coming down. Patty's Project says, always liked Kilowog. 10 out of 10. Yes. I like Kilowog too. Lord Thoth is here. Hail everyone. How you doing, Lord Thoth? Got my CGC first appearance of the Legion of Superheroes, one of my grails. Oh, I like that one too. That's awesome. That's awesome. And Henry says, no snow yet, but it's coming. Yeah, it's probably coming from here. Hey, RP, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Kev, please let me know about the Novas. Hoping I can pick up on Saturday. RP, you can pick them on Saturday. Do me a favor. Just please remind me, because I will not contact you because your order is not complete. But I know we have been talking back and forth. Just text me later in the week. Say, please bring my Nova books, and I'll pull them out. And I'll certainly bring them for you. Okay, let's get back and see what other... I got 3 boxes, guys, like I said. So I hope you've got some time. This one here was what we saw in the opening thumbnail. We have a Captain America 241. Sorry. Here we go. Classic Punisher, awesome cover, and that came back in a 9.4. But you know what? It's all right. It's all right. We also got a 9.8. Boom. Thank you very much. And we also have a 9.4 copy of Wolverine number 1. Right there. And we have a 9.8 copy of Black Knight number 1 from 1990. What else we got here? Got some nice older X-Men's. My gosh, 1980. I was 10 years old when this book came out. 145 and a 9.6. I've been starting to see a lot of X-Men books, guys. That is really ramping up. X-Men books from like 94 all the way up into the up to around Gambit's first appearance in 266. I've been seeing a big influx of X-Men. I just was sorting some books today just before I went on live here, and a lot of X-Men books are coming in. So X-Men's in the air, my friends. X-Men is in the air. Let's see what else we have. We've got also a 9.4 copy of X-Men 166. And I'll do one more, and then I'll go to the chat again. We've got a Punisher number 1 and a 9.6. All right, I'm going to have to go to the chat while I pack these babies up. Let's go back over. Lord Thought says, snow coming down here in Ottawa too. Yes, so it's coming your way, Henry. We're sending it all the way to Montreal, my friend. Logan, Henry, our economy in these boxes, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. And the reason why I don't know is because the economies from last year, I no longer, unless I call them up specifically, they don't show up on my CGC homepage. They only give you, I think, 3 months, three or 4 months worth of submissions. So if you have a submission that is from last year, I have to call it up specifically. I have to use your invoice number and call it up to see where the heck it is. But again, with yours, we have a little bit. Yours was December, January, I believe. So we still have a little bit more time with yours. But they should be coming sooner rather than later, finally. Lord says, I need to start sending my X-Men comics in from the 80s and 90s then. Yeah, people are just getting excited about it, maybe the X-Men's going to be where the MCU find its footing again. I like that there's been a lot of talk about how, there's a lot of understanding of how Phase 4 was not well received by fans. And you know what? Not only by fans, by even just moviegoers in general. It was, they didn't love these movies or these TV shows. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay, we have a supervillain team up number 1, came back in an 8.0. All right. Man, I just saw these books. I just shipped this book off a couple of weeks ago. That's how fast these moderns are. Is that a modern? Yeah, how fast these moderns are coming. Teen Titans Annual number 2 and a 9.8. Amazing Spider-Man 361 starting to make its appearance again and a 9.6. Wow, look at this. Woo. 9.6 galore. Here we go again. Spider-Man 90 in a 9.6. It's a great cover here. Iron Man 170 in a 9.6. Thinks James Rhodes becomes Iron Man, I think. We got a 9.6 again of X-Men 124. And I have to go back and pack these up again. You know, a few weeks ago, or maybe a week or two ago, a fellow was upset because I was saying, you know, why are these all 9.6s? And he said, maybe because they're just 9.6s. And he's right. They could just be 9.6s. But what I was trying to say at that time, because I think he was perturbed because I was saying that. So I was blaming there's some kind of conspiracy or something. Not there's a conspiracy or not. I just think that oftentimes, and don't get me wrong, I look at some of these books, I can see this one right now, I can see why it's a 9.6. But sometimes when you inspect the book really carefully, very minute differences between a 9.6 and a 9.8, or a 9.4 and a 9.6, right? Sometimes it could really go either way. So you get a whole box of 9.6s, you're like, come on now. One 9.8 and a whole box of 9.6s. I just find that, I find it hard to believe sometimes, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. And that being said, even these 9.8s to 9.9s, a lot of 9.8s are so pretty. Why are they not 9.9 or even a 10 for that matter? And I mean, how many 10s? I've been doing this for 10 years, guys. All over 10 years. And I've never gotten a 10 on a book from the 80s or a book from the 90s even. I have never received a 10 in anything I've done. And I've sent in thousands of books now. So I don't understand that. And the 9.9 thing, like we saw the show a few weeks ago where I had those 9.9s. They were modern books. And they came back. They're Mike's books, actually. I think Mike's here. You know, with modern books, really newer books, you tend to see them more often. But why am I not seeing more 9.9s? You know, the one 9.9 I did that the fella sold it for big money was the X-Men 266. And that was great and everything. But I mean, I've pressed so many 2.6s and so many have been so beautiful. The one that came back in 9.9 in my recollection wasn't any nicer than and many of the 9.8s that I've received. You know what I mean? So I don't know. There's definitely, they definitely have something at CGC where they're I'm not sure if they're told, but they're limiting how many 9.9s are being put out, limiting how many 10s are being put out, especially on older books. And they just are. It's okay, I suppose. But I don't know. Let's keep going. I got lots of books to show you today, guys. Lots of books to show you. Let's go on. We got an X-Men 131 featuring the White Queen in a 9.4. That's a pretty looking book. We have a Amazing Spider-Man 238 in a 9.4, and that is a newsstand edition. Just in time for Black Panther, we've got Namor number 1 and a 9.8. And another one and a 9.8. There you go. We have an 8.0 copy of New Mutants 87. Get it on there like so. Guys, 2 more boxes. 2 more boxes to go. And next we have a copy of Hulk 340, another book I see like all the time now. And this book came back in 9.2. Yep, all right. And then last but not least, out of the first box is a Thor 337. And that book came back 7.5. There must be some staining or something for it to come back that kind of a grade. Let's see what's going on with this. 7.5. I can't see. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I have to look at it closer. But anyways, there you go. And a 7.5. And I'll tell you, I got back a box of modern books not too long ago, and I looked up the grader's notes. I was pretty disturbed to find that some books with like 8s and 7.5s didn't have grader's notes. I'm sorry. The book should have grader's notes. That's all there is to it. They just should. You know? I can't understand why they don't. All right, let's pack these babies up, and I will see what's happening over in... Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Back to this chat room. Join in the chat, guys. Join in the chat. Hit the subscribe button. Come on over. Say hello. Any questions you might have about this whole entire crazy process of grading or pressing or cleaning? Happy to talk to you about it. Oh, I think I went too far. Let's see. Hope to see you Saturday, John. That is the plan, my friend. That is the plan. Lord Thoth says, go. Oh, got that probably at A7. Okay. Pappy, hey, Doc, can pressing flatten out wavy books from 2010s caused by humidity? Yes. It can. But it can come back, too. But it can. Yeah, look, I just did a bunch today that guys, I've been saying this. I've been, obviously, for obvious reasons, I didn't do a video this week. I want to do a video on humidity, on relative humidity and how to store your comic books, because I've been discovering how important it is over the last several months. And but to answer your question, Pappy, yes, you can get rid of the waves, but understand CGC knows that a lot of the, and it's not actually probably even humidity. The ink, it's the dark inks that they use, right? A good example of this is what do you call it? The first Spider-Gwen there, Edge of Spider-Verse 2, I think it is. That book is notoriously wavy, and it's because of the dark purple ink that's used. And the paper is so thin and the ink is so heavy that it saturates the book when it's applied, and you end up with this waviness. Can you get rid of it? Can a press get rid of it? Yes. Do you have to get rid of it? I've seen 9/8 come back with the wave, baby. So, no. Again, just like those giant size books, the square bound books, CGC is well aware of the limitations that some books have and some of the problems that papers have. But yeah, if you want to send it in nice and flat, you can get it nice and flat. And it does, I think, it does present a lot better when you do that. And yeah. So yes, it can happen. Let's see who else. Lord Thoth says, as soon as I can lift it up so I can see. In your opinion, difference between the guys grading a comic from 4 to 6 to 8, I had 9.6 went. How is it not a 9.8? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Never got a 10. Best I've had is a 9.8. Hey Pat, how's it going? Yeah, I know. Like I just said, you know, it's tough, and we're not there. I mean, we all know. We all work places, guys. We've all, like, you know, as a teacher, I'm told certain policies and things we, you know. Here's a good example. For example, when I first started teaching back in 97, I think it was, class averages were a big talk of the town, right? And you had to, the administration, you know, if you had a class average over an 80 or a 90, or a class average below a certain mark, like under a 60, they'd call you in and they'd say, hey, what's going on here? Why is your class average so high? Why is your class average so low? There must be an issue. Now, there's always extenuating circumstances. Maybe you've got a class full of boys or a class full of girls. I've had, you know, drama classes with all girls. They tend to do better than all boys. They just do. You know, there are things like that do happen. So I'm sure CGC, similarly to teaching, they probably have, you know, limitations. They don't want you to, you know, if you're a grader and you're popping out like 9.9, 9.9, 9.9, like, wait a second, what's going on there, right? They probably are calling them out when they're either grading too easily or grading too harshly. So, you know, that's what I think's happening. Now, listen, I've been doing this, like I said, for well over 10 years. Been into comics since I was 15 years old, 14, 15 years old. And in this time now, especially in the last 10 years, working with CGC, I'm pretty good at letting people know where their comics are gonna grade out at after a press, you know, even the way they stand, or after a press where I think the book's where it's gonna end up. You know, so when I see a book that I think is going to be a certain spot come like, you know, adversely one way or the other, then I'm like, well, what's going on here? You know, that's kind of strange. So, and that's why those grader notes to me are so important. If the book's not a 9.8, it's a 9.6. Why did you go from a 9.8 to a 9.6? That's all. Like, you asked that question too, right, Lord Thoth? Why is my book that I could have swore was a 9.8? Why did you determine it was a 9.6? Why did you determine it was a 9.4? And it could be a simple, you know, bend here. Just be specific. If something caught your eye to not give it that 9.8, right? You gave it a 9.6. Why? And they, for the money you're paying, and again, I'm not asking for an essay, right? But they should indicate why the books, you know, are coming back the way they are. Something caught your eye in that book, and that's all. But and to get a 7.5 or a 6.5 back and not have an explanation, even a brief explanation, that to me is a little suspect. I say that only because I got a really big order back recently, and some of the books came back lower than I thought they should have been, with no graders notes at all. And I'm talking 7.5s and 8s. And why is there no graders notes on that? That's ridiculous. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying. I'll get back to showing you some books. Mike, yes, 9, yeah, 2, those are Mike's, great, whoop, oh, what's going on here? I just jumped there, guys, sorry. Great cover, The White Queen, it sure is. Grading is part science, part subjective, 100%. Hey, man, did you get the cracked case war action back? Yes, it's at CGC as we speak. Lord Thaw says, like and share, subscribe, hit the notification. This chat is always a lot of fun. Well, thanks, Lord Thaw. I appreciate that. See you Saturday. Yes, Mike, we'll see you on Saturday. Joey Coco, how's it going, Penny? Guess what I have at my office right now, waiting for you. That's right. Saw Roy today. He dropped off the book. Again, we apologize for that. RP says, what is your opinion on the whole Wonder Woman 3 news that came out, Warner Brother rebooting the DC. Boy, that's a long conversation, man. That's a long conversation. Let me talk about it while I pull the other box over. That's one box. 2 more boxes to go, and I'll talk a bit about, I won't go to be right back. I'll just talk about that as I push the books over. I think I'm open to it. Now, while Gal Gadot and I have a relationship, I feel bad. She's already called me and is very upset about the fact everything was postponed. I have to say I don't mind. The DCU was a big mess, so I don't care. If they're going to reboot it, though, reboot it. I don't want to see like, oh, we like the, they're going to cherry pick. We'll take this guy and that one. Either continue with what they've got and just make it better, and they could, because Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman is great. And Henry Cavill's great. And I love Ben Affleck as Batman, too. I do like him. So they can continue with what they've got and tell some damn good stories. I had a great idea yesterday myself. I thought it was a great idea. But, yeah. So I don't know that they're going to get rid of her completely. They're probably just stopping everything right now and just kind of rethinking how they're going to approach it. And if they want to restart it with new actors and new actresses in place, so be it. That's fine. They need to do something with it. The DC universe is... Guys, I mean... I think back to Superman 1978, man. That was a movie that just kind of, was great. It was fantastic. As a kid, I loved that movie, right? It was so inspirational and wonderful. And those characters deserve to be, their stories need to be told properly on the big screen. And unfortunately, the desire to make everything so serious and so dark, the whole Batman Dark thing. And then, of course, the woke garbage is going on right now. Everyone trying to change characters around, making, this character one race or changing the gender of that character. Keep it the way it's supposed to be. That's all. And go for it. So I don't know. I don't really care. Doesn't really bother me at all. I was going to say, though, you know what I was thinking, though? Just give us a Super Friends movie, like a Justice League movie, and use the music from 1970 or 76. Dun, 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 dun. Remember that old 1976 Super Friends cartoon we all used to watch? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, da, da, like with a Legion of Doom. Do something like that. Have some fun with it and have like a Legion of Doom, or I don't know. We'll see. Oh wow, that's nice. Nice looking book. Let's keep going, guys, and we'll come back. What do you think? What do you think of them getting rid of the Wonder Woman 3 or postponing it or axing it? What do you think? All right, we got a Warlock number 2 and a 9.2. That's a sweet, and I think these are economies. Now, fast track economy, modern, standard. No, there's no old economies in there. These are all fast track economies. These are somebody who sent these books in recently. All right, there's a Silver Surfer number 16 and a 5.0. Classic Silver Surfer Mephisto cover. We've got a Hulk 180. The true first appearance of Wolverine. Yes, yes. Low grade 2.0. There she goes. But you know what? It's nice to have one copy of that, but what the heck? Let's have 2 copies. And this one's a little bit higher and a 4.5. We've also got a Marvel team-up. I love these old Marvel team-up covers. Number 10. Making sure there's no cracks again, guys. Ooh, what's going on there? It's kind of sharp. Oh, okay, and that's at a 8.5. We've got a Warlock. I've been seeing these come in too, guys. A lot of Warlock books. Bart out of New York sent me a whole slew of them. I just shipped almost a full, I think almost 25 Warlock or Warlock-esque books off to CGC for him. We got a Warlock Marvel Premiere featuring Warlock number 1 and a 6.5. Oh, I love this cover too, man. Yep. We've got Astonishing Tales number 25, first Deathlock. And that's in a 7.5. Okay, I got to go back to the... I have to go back to the checks. I have no room left. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. All right. Joey Coco. Wonder Woman is going to be rebooted. That's why I want that... Oh, Nubia book. Oh, I see. I think if I have that book here, it's down there somewhere. Down there. I'll try to go and try to find that for you. Pappy, in James Gunn we trust. Well, so far so good. Like, I really like Peacemaker. I like the second Suicide Squad. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy for the most part. I mean, he is an actual fan. I can't, I watch a lot of YouTube pundits talking about, what's her name, for like She-Hulk, for example, is a good example. All the writers of She-Hulk were women, which is no problem, but they were not fans of She-Hulk. They were not even fans of comic books. So why in the hell would you hire somebody who's not a fan of the content in which they're producing? That to me is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Right? You put somebody in charge. Even Kathleen Kennedy over at Star Wars. She herself she's not a creative. She's not a Star Wars fan. Like, she doesn't really get it. You know what I mean? She's a producer. Yeah, she made a lot of money on it, but she's not she's not a creative, and she doesn't understand that world. So why would you put someone like that in charge? That is such a mistake. But James Gunn does like it, and Kevin Feige, he's a fan too, guys. I don't blame him entirely for the Phase 4. He was. This stuff was kind of thrust upon him, especially the Disney Plus stuff. And there's only so much. They want to do quality or they want to do quantity. It always goes back to that. They get greedy, right? They want more. We want more. But you're better off to put out quality work, quality products that the fans are going to love and support and pay to see again and again and again. Not put out substandard garbage that everyone's going to be upset about, right? So, gotta be careful. Oh, God, Super Friends. I loved it. 180. Own a 90. I own a 92, I think, of 180. Need that team up. Well, it might be for sale. I'm not even sure. Pappy, if James Gunn can make people care about a Peacemaker, think about what he could do with the JLA. Well, that's just it, right? Peacemaker, I'm not a big fan of John Cena, and I was not looking forward to it. And, check this out, guys. This is always a real pain, and I always give this book to Charlo. I'm such a bugger. This here is Journey to Mystery Annual number 1, Canadian version, and the back cover is, as you can see, there's no ad page. It's perfectly white. Well, it looks nice and white. It didn't look that way when we got it. The book is usually quite filthy, and the inside cover is also white as well. There's no ad page there. And it's a lot of work to clean this book. It's always filthy. And I always give them to Charlo. He gets mad at me. He's like, wow, give me one of those damn Journey to Mystery books. I know, they're a real bugger. Yeah, I've cleaned my fair share as well. Don't you worry. All right, next we've got a Voltron #1. Surprised we haven't seen a movie of that yet, in a 6.5. I want to see a movie of Battle of the Planets. That's what I want to see. Jason and Mark and Keop and all them. The Fiery Phoenix. We got an 8.5 Ghost Rider Volume 2, #1. Why were they so mean to this? Like, they were really mean to this one. Is there a tear or something? Like, what the hell? They were pretty mean to this one. See, I thought 8.5 a little harsh on that. But that's me. We've got a 7.0 copy of She-Hulk #1. We got an 8.5 copy of Hulk 271, featuring the first appearance of, comic book appearance of Rocket Raccoon. Now, this one I could see is an 8.5. That one I can actually agree with them on that one, but the other one, I don't know. All right, let's go back and see what you guys are saying. Pappy says, oh, no, Patty says, She-Hulk writer was something else. I don't even know. And if you don't like it, then you get called some weird stuff I'll never understand. Patty's projects, like you wonder about quality, then they attack for something that has nothing to do with content, so weird. But I absolutely loved Super Friends movie. Used to wake up early for that show. Me too. And I don't want it corny though. I want it serious. And I want that music back. I want them to update that music and use it somehow. What I liked about those shows is they assumed you knew the origins of everybody. They didn't give us an origin story of Superman or an origin story of Batman, or sometimes they would allude to origins, but they didn't spend it. They just got right to it, and they should do the same thing with this. Brad McDonald says, "Have a nice CPV of that Voltron one off getting graded. It's really nice. Should be in the 9s. Excellent. Yes, I like that Voltron book too. I like it better when it comes back a nice super high grade. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We've got a low grade copy of one of my favorite X-Men books. And a low grade, I think, is better than no grade. We got a X-Men #121. All right, first full appearance of Alpha Flight. Oh, we got a pretty big one coming up here in a second. Okay, we've got a 9.4 copy of Masters of the Universe. This is the this. Oh, and look at this. And see this one. I don't think is a 9. To me, is not a 9.4. But that Ghost Rider I showed you earlier looked nicer than this. But this one got a 9.4. So I don't know. I don't work there, guys. I don't work there. I can't say what the hell's going on. But as I look at that book closely, to me, it's not a 9.4. Hey. That's okay, I guess. We got a 9.6 fifth print copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. We've got a Predator #1 in a 9.6 as well. That wasn't a 9.6, that book, man. That's ridiculous. Here we go. We got a 9.8 copy. This is sweet. 9.8. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started. Look at this, guys. 9.8. Let me ask you. I'm not sure whose books these are. I'm not trying to trash these books. I'm glad you got a 9.8. Congratulations, because it's a big book and a 9.8. But should a 9.8 have a rusty staple? Because this has a rusty staple. So, to me, if you got a rusty staple, that's not a 9.8. But, hey, what do I know? What do I know, guys? I just work here. Oh, wow. Poppy, serious Kami, Lord Thought says, Alpha Flight, mine's probably around an 8. I love that book. Yeah, the grading can be crap shoot, glad to hear you feel the same. Oh, I do 100%. Patty's Projects. Isn't it funny how every show has to have a full explanation and origin? But back in the day, they trusted the kids could just understand the show even without the origin. And you know what was cool about that? Is that we didn't know the origin. We wondered about the origin. We kind of were curious about the origin, right? And that's why I liked it. And that's why when Superman, the movie, came out in 78, it was so remarkable because then we got an origin. We got the origin of Superman, right? Like we all knew he came from Krypton and all that, but we didn't know all the details. But Donner gave it to us with Christopher Reeve, and that was fantastic. So yeah, I love that. Custom made everything is here. Hey Kevin, how you doing, man? Oh guys, got a little treat coming. Custom made everything is putting together a little. You guys want to give him a follow? Go over to Custom Made Everything's. I know he's got a TikTok channel and he's got an Instagram channel. I think he's got a YouTube channel. Correct me if you do or don't. And yeah, you want to check it out because he does custom Funko Pops. My favorite so far has been he did a Highlander one, which is awesome. But he's doing a really awesome custom as we speak. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Can you guess what custom he's doing? If you get it right, I'll let you know. Pappy Doc, I recently got a copy of Captain America 109 with one staple and the other, with only one staple and the other side left unstapled. Do you see those kinds of errors? I've seen them from time to time. In fact, I had a X-Men 266. Actually, my original copy came back a 9.8. Again, missing that staple. So these are things, look. I don't want to see the company start doing a shitty job because they're too busy or a sloppy job because they're too busy. I hope they're not going to, because that's the fastest way to start losing business, right? And I know they got a lot of new employees and I know that there's learning curves, but let's be honest, guys, you don't want learning curves on our books. I don't want people to learn how to grade on my book. Get a professional in there, right? I get it. I understand that 100%. So I don't know what to tell you, man. It's upsetting, right? Like a rusty staple in a 9.8. That's baloney. Anyways, Brad says, love that Batman. Yeah, it's a sweet book. Lord Thoth, rusty staple. Pappy, that staple must have rusted after it left the CGC building. Yeah, must have. It must have, right? Custom Made Everything says on YouTube. So guys, give Custom Made Everything a follow, and maybe you can see a glimpse at the custom Funko Pop he's working on, and who do you think this custom Funko Pop is of? It'll be awesome. I can't wait. Justin W. Pappy, I recently found a book with the same. Staple wasn't removed because I couldn't find the staple holes on the cover or page. It's a misfire, right? It doesn't fire a staple. And yeah, so again, I've gotten 9.8s with it, so I don't know if they look at that as a manufacturing error and they just, but should it not get a 9.6 because of that? I don't know. John Sherwood, that is John Sherwood's book. He's confirmed it, that Marvel Team Up 10. It is for sale. If someone is interested, give John a holler. Okay, let's go back, guys. We got quite a few more to go. And my friends, remember, liking the content is absolutely free. It's a nice thing to do. There's 26 of you in the room right now, only 14 likes. Hit that like button. Help me out. It does help my analytics here on YouTube. That would be fantastic. All right, let's keep going here. We've got a special guest star here today, guys.
Hello. Hi.
It's Jackson.
Hi, everyone. How you guys doing? What you doing?
I'm doing an unboxing. You've interrupted an unboxing.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to stop by and say a little hi.
Okay, well, wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year.
All right, get out of here.
All right, bye.
Bye. See you, buddy. Okay. There's Jackson, guys. He's dying to get back on air again, and we'll get him back on air. Okay, yeah, see ya. I'll get this done. All right, we've got a Tomb of Dracula 10 and a 5.0. And Jack's at a hockey game tonight too, so I gotta wrap this sucker up because I have to go see him play his game tonight. And a 5.0, not bad. First Blade, we have got. That's a nice bright. Look at that nice bright copy. Whoa. I'm sorry, I'm just eyeballing this book because it's a sweet copy. Like, we've got a Amazing Spider-Man 300 and a 9.2. Now, guys, I'm looking at this book because I don't like how it's placed. I don't want to rag on CGC tonight. That's not my job. That's what I wasn't planning on doing. But look at this. I don't like where, look how low the book sits in the slab. You see that? Now watch this. Fixed. You see, it's just too much movement. I don't like how the damn thing can move around so much in there. And if that, like this to me, this should be a 9.4 book all day long. Like, why is this a 9.2? What I just saw there, it should be a 9. Anyways, I'm not the grader. I gotta be quiet. Anyways, gorgeous copy, very bright colors. I mean, there is some stuff going on at the top, so I understand why it's not higher, like high. But anyways, pretty book. But today, I told you I was cracking out someone's books. It was a Batman Adventures 12. I cracked it out of the CGC slab, and it wasn't even in an inner well. You know how this book here is inside of an inner well? You can kind of see the inner well along the edge there. There was no inner well. The book was just floating around inside the slab, like raw. There was no. I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, it was an older submission, so I could, it happened a while ago, but I mean, that book's been bouncing around in there for God knows how long. I mean, I've never seen that before. Oh, we got a few Star Wars books, so nice. We got a number 1 and a 9.2. This one had a crease. It was really hard to get rid of. We also have another Star Wars number 1. This one is an 8.0. We've got a Star Wars number 2. These are John's books, I believe, in an 8.0. And then another one in a 9.0. So we got a nice, set there. 8, 9, 8, 9, 2. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. And just 2 more books here. So I'll just, I'll show them to you so I don't have to unpack them. We got an 8.5. I'll go to the big screen for this one. We got an 8.5 copy, another one of Amazing Spider-Man 300. Popular book. Guys, I see this book all the time. And as you can see, we've got the Lethal Protector custom label up top, right? Which is pretty cool. Yeah, nice looking book. So that's a nice looking copy too. I don't know. I'm going to shut up now about grading. I'm just going to show the books. We'll call it a day. All right. I'll put that one back here. And then we have, and this, I love this, man. I love this custom label. I think it looks great on the Moon Knight book. Got a Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night 32 in a Moon Knight custom label, which I think looks really sick on the book. Yeah, I've got to get 2 of mine pressed and clean because I want to get that custom label on my Moon Knight books too. It's really nice. And a 6.0, which is awesome. Sweet. All right, so that's it for this box. Let me pack this baby up in just a moment. I'll go back to the chat room. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, do you want to take part in the chat? Subscribe and join in. Love to hear from you. Let's see here. All right, moving right along. Lord Thoth, Doc, if you need a wrench, let me know. I can post the link for you. You mean like a blue wrench? Like on YouTube, Lord Thoth? I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to do like how to have like I haven't figured out how to give anybody that kind of what do you call it? Accessibility to be like a blue wrench, to be like a not administrator, but like to help out in the chat room. I don't know how to do that. I gotta learn how to do that. And then yeah, I'd love to have some guys do that for me. Custom made everything. Merry Christmas. You too, custom made everything. Thanks for coming out. I'm following you, following along, and yeah, I look forward to seeing the finished product. Lord Thoth, laughing my ass off. That was Jack coming in and saying hello. Hockey time tonight. It's crooked. I'm not sure what's crooked. ASM 300 Low Rider Edition. Yeah, tell me about it. That's awesome. Have a great time. Thank you. Brad, did that have a crack on the 300? Don't think so. Here it is. No, that's not a crack. That's the inner. That's the that line there along the edge there it's the inner well that's holding the comic in place, right? That's what that is. No, it's no crack. But thanks, because you know what? Sometimes I do miss it, and if I don't catch it, like I've told you, that I'm on the hook. Then I'm on the hook to pay for it, which I don't want to do. We got one more big box, guys, and I got a feeling we got some interesting magazines in there, so you're not going to want to go anywhere. Let me just pack this box up, and then I'll get to that in just a second. I'll go back to the chat here. Custom made even. It did look cracked. I love those old Star Wars books. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. To be honest, all these ASM 300s look like 9/8. Well, yeah, look, the books are going to look great on camera, you know, with all the light on it, but you look close and you can see the details as to why the books aren't higher, right? I love the custom labels are really growing on me too. 3 dots to the right of the name in the chat. Scroll down to my spot and hit. Oh, let me see. Add moderator. Lord Thoth is now a moderator in your channel. Oh, okay. Okay, wow. What does that mean, Lord Thoth? That mean you can you get some special powers now, or you can add links and things like that? If you can add links. Yeah, find Custom Made Everything's channel and let everybody have a look at his stuff. He's great, very talented. And if you want a gift to give somebody for Christmas, maybe it's too late now, I don't know, but or even a birthday gift, he's very reasonable. And he'll take a Funko Pop and he'll change it to whatever you want. You could if you have a son or a daughter who likes Funkos, he can do customs of your kids. He can do customs of any relatives, or if you've a friend who's a chef or a hockey player or a policeman, he can change it all around to suit them. It's pretty awesome. And he does custom boxes too. So it's not only just the figure, he does the box as well too. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, he got the power. It means I can add links. Will do. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. All right, there we go for that box. I'm going to put you guys, the next box is way over there. I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. While you're waiting, guys, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button. I'll be back with the last box in about 25 seconds. Okay, I'm back, and I opened the box up, and there are no magazines, and I don't understand why. They must have run out of. I think they run out of their boxes, man, because this box is massive. It's a big box. I could have swore there were magazines in there, and I'm kind of ticked off because my buddy Rob has been waiting for 3 magazines, and they're done. They're sitting there, and why they wouldn't send them is beyond me. Anyways, we got 25 more books. We got quite a few invoices here. Let's see if there's any economy. We got one economy. Henry, we got an economy. We got a modern, and a modern. It's mostly modern with a few economies, you know, for Spice. So we got a Spider-Man 50, first appearance of the Kingpin. What's going on with this book? 6 wrap and centerfold married. So I'm seeing this more and more now. Married, you know, parts of the book. What does that mean? What does it mean when it's married? I think we talked about this before. Basically, if you own a book that has, say, for example, a page missing, or perhaps, you know, a really common one would be like Hulk 181 or any of those books in that time period. I think Marvel Premiere 15 has it too, where you have a Marvel value stamp and the kids trimmed it out, or the kids or whoever trimmed out a coupon. If you've got a book that's missing a coupon, you're probably going to get a green label saying the book is incomplete because of that. What some people will do is they'll find a donor copy. They'll find a copy that is in a similar condition, and they'll take out the missing page and they'll replace it. And so when you do that and they catch you, you get a green label and it's a married. Now, the owner of this book may not have done it himself. It may have been done by a previous owner, may have been done 20 years ago. And again, I hate to say it, I got a feeling in some cases, they're not married. I got a feeling sometimes I've heard from people that have owned books forever and ever that they swear that they never touched the book, but it comes back married. So it is what it is, but that's essentially what it means. Still a great book and a 4.0, first appearance of Kingpin. And to be honest, I'm married Doesn't bother me at all. I wouldn't care. It's a complete book now, right? Here we've got another awesome early Spider-Man, ASM 31, featuring the first appearance of Gwen Stacy. Pretty hot book in a 3.0. Now, these have been gone for a long time. We've got an Amazing Spider-Man 121, The Death of Gwen Stacy. It's a nice looking book in a 6.0. Some more ASM. Everyone loves ASM, and so do I. This is kind of cool. We've got a number 98, and this one here is a UK price variant. Check that out. You don't see that too often. It's a UK price variant. Oh, and I got a feeling this belongs to Mr. Sherwood's. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if it is actually. It doesn't say mechanical error. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Somebody else. Somebody else. Pat picked up one of these. It's a nice copy of Secret Wars number 8 in a 9.8, which is fantastic, with the really awesome custom label, which just sets the book off. I think it looks fantastic. There it is. I thought it was Pat Sherwood's because he was waiting for his to come back. Okay, we've got 2 coming back. And whose books are these? It's a one book, it's one person order. So okay, nice. 298s. Can't be bad with that. Don't mind that one bit. We've got an X-Men 133, awesome X-Men book in a 9.2 as well. Hit that like button, guys. Got 26 of you in here, almost at 30 at one point, and only 19 likes. What's up with that? All right, let's go back to chat, see what you guys are saying. All right, here we go. Yeah, no magazines, I'm afraid. Greg says, that Punisher 1 cover always bugged me. That bazooka would kill Frank. It probably would. Lord, a moderator can add links, approve comments, and are held for notice. Nuke bots. Oh, cool. Thanks. Custom made everything. There's his YouTube channel, guys. Check him out. Give him a follow. He's a really nice dude. And he does great work. Green grade. Purple is restored. They have a few colors, new colors in their grading. Well, no, the green's been around for a long time. Usually the green is, you see it more often with unverified signatures, which I think is stupid. I think it shouldn't, the book is complete. It's got a signature on it. So give it a demerit point for a signature, but don't give it a green label. That's dumb. So if you've got a signature on a book by, say, me, say I sign my book, Kevin, and it goes in, it's not going to get a green label. It's going to be just it's going to be a blue label, and it's going to get a deduction for a signature on the front. We'll do the same with an unverified signature. If it's got a Stanley signature on it, and it's not verified, don't give it a green label. Just give it a blue label and say unverified signature. Boom, done. And it stays blue, and people are happy, and people with OCD don't go crazy because they've got a green label. I don't mind a green label for, married or missing a coupon's clipped out or that. Okay, I get it. But for unverified signature, I don't agree with that. But you know what? Again, I don't own CGC. I don't run CGC. I have no say in what CGC does. So I need to learn to shut up because nothing I say really matters. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, what do we got here? We've got, some more older books. We've got Strange Tales 181. Making sure there's no cracks, and I'll put it on there. Right we go. Oh, that's a sweet looking book too. Avengers and Leader 75 price variant. No, this is the newsstand copy. Oh no, Canadian price variant. Hulk 282 9.6. I think it's our first team up with She-Hulk and Hulk. We've got Avengers Annual number 7 and an 8.5. A nice copy of What If number 1 in a 9.4. We've got an Avengers 196. Haven't seen these much lately. In an 8.5. First appearance of Taskmaster. And we've got a nice copy of X-Men 129 in a 9.4. First Kitty Pryde. All right, let's go back to chat while I get these babies all put back. Ooh. Pappy says, sometimes when two pages love each other very, very much, they spontaneously marry into one page. Yeah, it does happen from time to time, I guess. Lord Thought says, legacy grades are really new. The legacy grades are really new. Thoughts. Are you talking about the black labels and the gold labels? Is that what you're talking? I love those. That's what you're talking about. Hey, Marco, how's it going? Good to see you. How do I give a like on the mobile app? Oh, it should be there. I think it's just a little like button right there. I think so. Like those 9.8 Spideys. Me too. Customer, thanks for the link, Lord Thought. That's good. Don't they give the option for unverified getting blue? They don't give you an option. They just kind of, sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. What I often do if I see one is I'll put, please don't give it a green label. Sometimes they listen. Sometimes they don't. Wait, unverified say, haven't seen that, huh? Yeah, no, they do it. Nope, okay. You guys are talking. That's fantastic. I've never seen a gold label. Is that new? It is for the gold label is for, what do you call it? For, come on. It's for the, isn't it for the, pedigrees? Pedigrees, no? I believe the pedigrees are gold and black, and then there's a black as well. And I think that's what you're talking about with legacy. Am I wrong? Mastro Report, how you doing? All right, let's keep going, guys. Defenders 47 for the Wonder Man and Moon Knight appearance in a 9.4. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 151, nice copy here, in a 9.2. Ironheart, everyone's favorite from the Black Panther movie, in a 9.8. Marvel 2-in-1 Annual number 2. I think is it Thanos' origin? This is Thanos' appearance. Okay, Jim Starlin in a 9.2 as well. We've got a Marvel Team Up 95, first appearance of Mockingbird in a 9.0. Oop. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 from 2008. Gotta love it in a 9.8. Sweet. And I gotta pack these babies up, so I'm running out of room yet again. Pedigree. Yes. Yes, Legacy equals pedigree. Okay, gotcha. Wow, some great issues today. Yeah, some different stuff, that's for sure. Right? Books you don't usually see too often. I want to apologize for last night, guys. I was supposed to have Chris Reynolds' sale last night, and again, I ended up canceling it earlier in the week because of what was happening with my dad. So I got to talk to Chris and see when he wants to reschedule it for maybe this Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. But I do want to do it because Chris has got a lot of amazing slabs for sale. I had a few guys contact me about it last night. And again, I do apologize for that. But keep your eye on the channel. Keep your eye on the Instagram page and your eye on my Facebook page. And I'll soon update that. And then in the new year, we'll start doing the sales on a more, well, I'll try to do it on a more regular basis as well. All right, let's keep going here. Okay. We've got an Infinity Gauntlet, sorry, number 1 in a 9.8. Haven't seen that in a long time. We've got Incredible Hulk 92. That was a pretty nice looking book, I thought. And that's in a 9.4. Got a first appearance of War Machine in Iron Man 282 in a 9.6. Team Up 141 in a 7.0. Spider-Man 298 in a 9.4. Spider-Man 301 in a 9.4. Yeah, all right. 3 more books. We have another 9.6 copy of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man 97. Let's go like this. I'm running out of room. And we got a copy of Nick's number 4. First appearance of Titania. This I really had no idea. In Nick's number 4 in a 9.4. Got a copy of that kicking around somewhere. And at least we're ending off with a 9.8. Would have liked to have seen a few more 9.8s, but anyhow. We have an Annihilation Conquest number 6 and a 9.8. There we go. There's a room there for it. There it is. All right. So there you have it, my friends. 3 boxes. More on the way, I believe. Last I checked, books are coming out. I shipped out another 120 books last week. Another 120 books are going out this week. That's going to be a full day of CGC preparation. Probably tomorrow or Tuesday I'll be doing that, and they'll go out. And if you guys are using, if you guys are shipping books at all, you want to look at freightcom.com. Freightcom.com. That's one Lord Thoth to put out. It's half price FedEx. I'll give you an example. I used to ship books to CGC using FedEx Ground, and I would use FedEx, and I'd be charged around $80, $90 for a full box, like, a 30-pound box down to Sarasota. To do overnight, priority would have been like $400 or $500. With freightcom.com, the same service, Ground is like $45, and the priority is like $120 or $130. It's fantastic. So you want to get onto freightcom.com. It is amazing. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying. Lord Thoth is busy today. Starlin, slabs for sale, like being Canadian. Shipping doesn't hurt, so it doesn't. So many Marvel, so few DC. That's kind of the way it goes, Lord Thoth. Marty P, those are mine. The last few, good. I'm glad they're back, Marty. Lord Thoth, posting my Twitter page. I don't go to Twitter too often, but I do from time to time. Okay, my friends, that's it for me. Listen, like I said, more slabs are on the way. I'll try to get on here a bit more this week as well. I want to do a video on relative humidity in your office, in your workspace when you're pressing books. And until then, though, my friends, have a fantastic start of your week tomorrow. Have a great and prosperous week. And until next time, take care, and we'll see you back here on the Comic Doctor channel once again. All the best. Bye for now.